Hey guys, Dan Hood here, Big DH 2000. Another little secret I learned from a hardcore woodworker who made lots of sticks that I thought I'd pass on. A lot of you probably use a variety of things like Tung Oil, Danish oil, things like that, all of which all oils, including like boiled linseed oil, which all kind of like seep in a little and then harden. And if you're like me, you can rub them on with a little piece of like old t-shirt material or rag, or you can use, those blue automotive towels that you can wipe the grease off your hands. Anything that absorbs a little and lets you rub things on. Well, what a lot of people don't realize is if you leave it out, it hardens up a bit, okay? You really can't use them more than once, because after about 2 hours they've hardened up. And basically, if the finish you've put on has hardened up, the rag has hardened up. But instead of throwing them away, keep them. Because, I don't know, this is a conus I got working right now for somebody who wanted one. You'll remember the one I made for Noah. This is another one. Whenever you rub oil on, you'll feel that there's like, if you feel it, it's not perfectly smooth. It's just like varnish except a little finer between each layer. There's a little bit of roughness. If you take this cloth that's still hard and just rub, two things. It acts like a super fine grit sandpaper and gets rid of those rough spots, but more importantly, it doesn't put any weird color on your thing, okay? Tung oil, you're putting tung oil on, it's the same color, okay? Bit of the only wood sawdust on here is the sawdust from the same thing you're rubbing. So you get what I'm saying? It's not like using steel wool where you get the blackness or the darkness. So keep it, use it like a sandpaper piece, rub all the rough spots out. Get a new little piece of cloth or towel or whatever, and you're ready to go for the next layer. Okay? Does that make sense? Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. It's a little secret I learned from a guy who used to make sticks, the real fancy walking sticks, by the name of John Stanfield. He's a good buddy of mine, a local guy, and he and I trade a lot of woodworking tips, and this is one he told me about, and I've never been happier. Okay, and then see, smooth as a whistle. Okay, anyway, and you can see, before I decided to do this, I rubbed for about 10-15 seconds, and I thought, boy, I need to do a informational video on this. And you've just watched me. I've rubbed for what, maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute, okay? And, it's good to go, okay? It's ready for a next layer. Now, a thing about tung oil that a lot of people don't realize, it's about the fourth coat before it starts to shine, okay? The first coat gets sucked in pretty deep, pretty quick, especially if your wood's dry. Second coat a little more. By the third coat you start seeing splotchy, shiny bits. And don't get discouraged. It might look ugly as sin, but it's not. Okay, just keep rubbing, and about the fourth or the fifth coat, when you get done with that, that's when you start to see a consistent shine. I usually recommend people do about 6 coats of tung oil on a piece of wood. Guys, it takes like what, 2 seconds to 5 seconds to rub tung oil all over one of these with a cloth, and then you saw me about a minute to rub it once it's dry. Yeah, it delays it a bit, it takes 5-6 days, because you should only put about 1 coat on every 12 to 24 hours. I usually go once every 24 hours. So anyway, from 4 to 5 days you can be completely done and only have spent like 10 minutes on the thing during that time. But anyway, just a little secret. Hope you guys like it. Somebody complained to me the other day that I hadn't shared any tips and tricks for a while, and they were very interested in hearing some more, so hopefully this satisfies. Anyway, guys, take care.